Hey guys. Okay, welcome back. We're going to be doing part two of the August 2024 reading. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at part one, please go ahead and do so. And I just set my timer, so there's no excuse to go over an hour and not have it be able to fit on Instagram. Anyway, so we're just going to jump right in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up doing the pre-channeled messages for you. They're about the themes of August 2024. Then we're going to jump right into an energy healing session for you, energy clearing session rather. And I'm going to put some timestamps. I mean, they're useless on Instagram because Instagram doesn't do timestamps. But if you head over to YouTube, which is literally the better viewing spot, then the timestamps will be there, happily, healthily waiting for you with joy, of course. And then after that, we'll throw some cards, right? See what's coming through. Or we'll just, yeah, look, does that say listen? Wait, where are you guys? Listen, right? Yeah, or we'll just channel. So, if you joined me for part two and you weren't here for part one, just know that usually I have you on my laptop, but today I have you as a camera on my phone, and I'm going to be accessing the notes here. So please don't take any offense if I'm just not looking at you. God bless. All right. So let's jump in. Quick recap for the month of August 2024. The title of this, if you're watching on Instagram, is Heavy Heart, Third Eye, and Crown Chakra Reconstruction for the Happy Learner. We talked a little bit about one of the themes for August 2024, which is that your spirit teams ask you to cultivate the energy of being a happy learner. To find out more about what that is, head over to part one. But long story short, a happy learner is somebody who shows up, whether they believe it or not, but shows up with least bit of willingness, at least a little bit of willingness to be shown the way. The way to where? To their optimal timelines, their higher sense of self, their healed perceptions, right? The second theme for the month of August, which I know some of you are already feeling with this heat energy of Leo season coming in. The second theme is the rejuvenation of self slash the recollection of life force energy. And long story short, remember when we talk about recollecting life force energy, it's not only about calling back our energy from, out there, places where you've left it with people, places, things, situations, ideas, but also about creating what were they going to say? Sorry, I heard so much. Creating the conditions within your energetic field so that it can hold the energy that you're going to be creating for your use and the energy that's going to be given unto you by source, right? This is life force energy, it's universal energy. We always have universal energy flowing to us through our chakras, which are the mechanisms, there are many, the mechanisms within our energetic field that allow for the metabolism of universal energy. But this energy, when it comes in for us or when it's created by us, what happens is that we let it go. We get drained, we get depleted because we're allowing it to go all sorts of places and be taken. So go head over to part one to find out more about that and what that includes. So let's jump right in. The third one and where we left off, the third major theme of August 2024 is about countering the third eye blindness that we experienced during the last few months. Now, the last few months were quite painful. I don't know, is that just me? Is that just me? It hurt. What was so painful about it? Well, IDK about you, but it was painful for me because I had the blessing. Remember, it's the blessing. Things are happening for us, not to us. I had the blessing of seeing aspects of myself that had been dormant, that had not been triggered because guess what? I tend to be a little bit of a hermit slash recluse slash love it. I'm sorry, it is what it is. But that being said, there is a season for everything. And now in my life, the seasons are shifting now to get right back out into community. And so that means people. And so for a lot of you, you guys are already immersed in the land of people every day, all day, in your families, in your friend circles, at work. And so you may be actually constantly being triggered, but always remember that what is being triggered within you or these emotions you're going through, they're things that you already carry. It's not something that somebody did to you. All they did was show up as a vibrational match to what you already carry. And lo and behold, if you're not aware of that, aware of the fact that you're carrying those frequencies, now whether those are your frequencies gathered from this lifetime that you still have yet to recognize and heal, whether they're your frequencies, your aspects from past lives and things like that that you have yet to recognize and heal, or some of you may even say, oh, they're generational and I'm carrying that to heal for the bloodline. Whatever it is, it almost doesn't matter. In a sense, it matters. It doesn't matter because it's here, it's on your desk. It's like, who put these cards on my desk? But the cards are here, and so I have to do something with it. And so the thing about it is that it's about accepting what is appearing to be. Because remember, what is with a capital I is can only ever be in reference to what is in alignment with the creator and what the creator has created. And we know for sure, if you're following my channel, the creator is not out here hearing about your shadows and this and that. It doesn't know shadows. We're talking way up in the field. That's too high for us to even be, excuse me, focusing on. Right now, that dimension is just out there. So right now, what we should be focusing on is making our way back there. Now, where's there? There is recognition of self. And what is the self that we're moving towards? Once again, recognizing it is the sinless, and I say sinless because it's just a word used in A Course in Miracles, but A Course in Miracles, as you know, is not a religious text. And so I almost shouldn't even use that word because a lot of you have religious programming from this lifetime and or past lifetime. So you're going to hear that in one way. So let's just rephrase that. It is sin is the mistaken reasoning, and it has nothing to do with punishment or anything like that. The mistaken reasoning is that you can be bad, that you can be these things that we are saying that we are, that you can be the person that did that thing. Even though you've got the full receipts in this 3D, you have to understand that here in the 3D, on this earthly plane, it is not reality. Some people will say it's a simulation. Some people will say it's a hologram. Some people will say it's their dream. Whatever you want to call it, it is not the real you. And don't believe me, roll up into one of our sessions, our meaning me and my guys. You'll only see me though, but roll up and we're going to show you that the being or the belief that you have about yourself, it very much has just been compounded. It's a self-concept that is not real, but that you have arrived at through different lifetimes of sociocultural conditioning. You're down here to whatever your soul wanted to do. Some people came to heal. Some people came to express themselves. Some people came to play with magic or abilities or just whatever. People are down here for many different things, and they differ across lifetimes. Sometimes a person, not sometimes, if you're at war and you see this a lot with people at war, whether it's in the political space or in your own life, they're at war with their own aspects and it's being projected outward. That's why you can have two people living in the same place, going through the same experiences, but making it mean two different things about themselves, about the world, about humanity, about whatever. Why? Some people will appear transcendent from our perspectives. Others will appear to really struggle to even get beyond whatever they're seeing there. You have to understand that's because we have different personalities that we brought in. Every lifetime you come down, it's a different personality. It's a different idea, different self-concept will be developed based on your specific past lifetimes. Hit the Akashic records. And so long story short, a lot of us are struggling under the weight of these aspects that we have yet to identify. And that's why they say if you're seeing and witnessing things in the constructed physical reality, you turn on the TV at just the whatever moment you've turned it on, it's just the right moment at just the whatever to show you something that is a vibrational match to you on some level of your field, maybe not from this lifetime. And so therefore we understand why we cannot make a quick connection with it, and we'll even disown it. But hey, if it comes to you and if it's brought to your attention, then it's an invitation to inquiry. right? So the guides are talking about self-acceptance. They're so funny. They're like, yes, yes. And I'm like, did I get it? Did I get it right? This is me also taking notes, by the way. Always go back and watch my videos. If you follow this channel, you know it. I go back and watch it sometimes later in the month, sometimes months later, and the guides will be like, hey, go check that video. And I just have to go and learn. So anyway, so the third eye blindness was very strong over the past few months. And this is because we had a lot of our emotional wounds being drudged up by energy coming in, by cancer season, tears, tears. Okay. Okay. Grief coming up. We had some full moon activity. That Capricorn, full moon was at 29 degrees. I've got a 29-degree Capricorn ascendant. I don't even, where was I? Who was I? Right? And so these are opportunities for healing, and they hurt because it can't always be rainbows and butterflies. It can be, but if you're experiencing only rainbows and butterflies in life, and everybody else is the problem and not you and never you, then maybe there's some blind spots, right? But either way, whether it is about you or someone else, the push is self acceptance, because we know that whatever's about other people is actually about you. 10 times removed from consciousness, and that's just how it goes. Okay, so what steps did they give us? In part one, we left off with, yes, did we talk about that? One of the ways of countering third eye blindness is to, yes, to trust, put trust in the Most High and your spirit team. When we talk about the Most High, we're talking about the most benevolent source, force, energy that is for you. Keyword, benevolent. Okay, optimal. When we say benevolent, it means it shows love towards you. Remember, love, when it's applied in the higher, from the higher perspective, it's not just loving for you, it's loving for all. This is something we can't do while we're down here, in a sense, because we can't see all that is. But those who are at higher levels of field, higher dimensions, they literally can see, just like someone in the third dimension can see what's going on in the first and second, right? and so forth. You can see down. So your higher self is really, really pivotal for you. Also, openness to receive guidance from these higher aspects and to follow a reliable leader. I'm giving out kisses today because the information is just coming through with chef's kisses, right? A reliable leader. Spirit talked about this in the last call in part one. You don't just follow any leader or any teacher. Like, this is just the age of the guru is done. Like the age of unquestioning following, whether it's the government, the guru, the religious clergy, whatever, you have to run it through yourself, right? Because you will attract those outside people, places, things, situations, ideas. I don't care what cloth you wear. You will attract those into your physical reality based on the energy and the belief system that you yourself are carrying. So if you yourself are carrying a low vibration of self-concept, I'm unworthy, I'm not this, I'm not that, you're not going to attract the leaders and the teachers who are moving with those higher vibrations that can love you and teach you in a loving way. You're going to attract those teachers who are coming in to dispossess you of your power, take your money, reduce you, keep you diminished. This is 101 to us at this point in humanity, right? Learning how to discern who you choose to follow. And right now, it's really about learning to tap into your heart, reminding yourself, relearning, right? How to tap into your heart so that you can become a vibrational match to that which is loving. Whatever the form it takes. All you're trying to do is shift within. You can close your eyes, shift within, create the conditions energetically within, alchemically, so that you are emitting a signal that is at a certain vibration that will create a vibrational match. And guess what? Then we start to see the form, the people, the places, the things, the situations, the ideas. I turned on the TV. Oh my God, I was just looking into thinking about expanding because I had a dream from God that I was going to get a house, and I turned up. There it is, right? But if you're dreaming that you're going to get a house and the gift is coming in, but you're carrying beliefs that you don't deserve, you're going to turn on that TV and what are you going to see? Stories about people having their houses stolen, stories about people winning the lotto and then they bought a house and their family took it from, right? So you have to start paying attention, and you can't just rely on boom, my third eye, because your third eye can be functioning, but if it's not connected to the heart and that higher frequency, you're just, you're just another person with an open third eye. So you want to always have a third eye open, and sometimes it's a little clouded. When it's clouded, like we said, the blindness, you slip into your affirmation, you affirm, and then you refuse to confirm anything in your physical world that goes against what it is that you've affirmed you would like to have for yourself, right? And then you top it off with the cherries, you align it with the heart chakra, you work on keeping your heart chakra open. That it's a little bit tough in this world with people sometimes, but again, people do things, you pull in, you work on yourself, you say thank you to your teachers, whatever they came in as, light, dark, whatever, and you reaffirm. Ouch. That's is that relating to me? Okay. I accept myself if that's truly me operating in some way, and give it up to source, and you walk in those steps, right? And you do your best. What else? Also, thinking before you make conclusions this month. Very, very important, because again, the third eye blindness is hanging around. We're also in Mercury retrograde, right? Think before you conclude, make any conclusions about what you see, anything that you speak. Mind your impulsiveness, because impulsiveness could be, it makes sense, especially if you get something triggered within you and you're going to have a gut reaction if you don't create the space for mindfulness, where you have the stimulus, then you have the gut reaction. If you create that space, and that just looks like you allowing yourself to get angry, allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to feel jealousy, envy, pride, whatever it is, FOMO, whatever it is these days, right? Give yourself that space without judgment. And then from that place, you make a decision. That's a mindful thought. That's a mindful action. And so that's almost like a wonderful way to gatekeep your emotions without punishing yourself for having these emotions. All we're doing is releasing, right? Um, and also remember that what you think you're thinking and what you think you're seeing this month is going to be impacted a bit, like we've just been saying. And so therefore, be mindful about not just jumping the gun. I wrote, get a tattoo of it. Is someone going to get a tattoo? I thought that was wild that I added that, but get a tattoo of it. What I think I'm seeing and experiencing may not be actually what's going on. Let me look at it, see what I'm making it mean, sit down, meditate, get still, give it up to source and allow it to pass through me. Give myself 2 to 3 days if I know that that's what I need. I just got 5 to 6 days for somebody who that, right? 5 to 6 days. Somebody 5 to 6 days and swimming in a pool. So if you've been getting a call to go into water or watery spaces, please, please, please do that, and also give yourself the 5 to 6 days that you need. Some of us, according to human design, right? But if you're a generator, projector, right? Like manifester, manifesting generator, reflector, right? So depending on what your strategy is, and if you know what this is, you know what it is. If you don't, then look up human design. But it talks about, it gives us ideas based on your body type, your aura type, on how long you should wait before you can make conclusions. Just understand that under this Mercury in retrograde, and God knows whatever else you've got going on with all these retrogrades going on, and how it hits your personal field, astrology, intuitive counseling. I'm not the astrologer, but I'm the intuitive counseling person. But find your lovely astrologer. But based on whatever's going on, you may have to wait different amounts of time. All right. And finally, for this concept this month of countering third eye blindness is macroscopic thinking. Commit to macroscopic thinking. What am I talking about? Remembering that there are cycles, there are patterns, there are phases, there are stages. Right now, we know we're in, for example, Mercury retrograde. We know that it's not going to be forever. It's only for a certain space of time. I think it goes up until around August 28th, right? And the shadow or the storm of it is going to be up until September 3rd. So don't just be like, oh, the 28th, knuckle cracks. Let's sign all these contracts, right? Let it waft out a little bit. So around September 3rd, then jump right in and of course use your discernment. But there are cycles, there are stages. So if you are currently in a low stage, remember it's going to get back high again. If you're just focusing on the pain and the woundedness and the story, then you're going to experience a longer season, so to speak. But you have to remind yourself that it's just a season, and this too shall pass, right? And then focus on calling in your I'm hearing the guides say survival instincts, right? I don't know how that's coming through for you guys, but maybe it's for somebody here. Usually it comes in with a message and I'll be able to decode it, but it's just coming in as the words. So, but either way, this is good survival instincts for us throughout life, right? So just know that it will pass, and there are natural seasons. There's pruning season. That's when we got pluck people, things, situations, all that. We've got seasons of surrender. Should always be a surrender when something comes in and you surrender it. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. Let me keep an eye on this time. Wow. What? No. Oh, no, it's not 29 minutes. Isn't it? Is it? No, I've got 29 minutes left. Stop. On Zoom, I looked because I've had Zoom on for a little bit of time before I pressed record, and it showed 29 minutes. Oh, I just looked down 29. Oh. And then I was like, no, it can't be 29 minutes because that's not when I pressed record. And I went over to when I pressed record, it said 29 minutes left. Wow. Somebody out there, numerology. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm like 9 to 11 master number, but I mean, maybe that's a shout out because if you follow my channel, I've been promoting a new astrologer. I do have my personal astrologers I like to follow. I don't share them often, but I did used to share quite a few on my Instagram channel. If you're not on my Instagram channel, head over, just check the description box. The link is there. It's all there. But if you're on my channel, I recently added Astro Shaman Pernell Bobby, who is, you heard it, a shaman and astrologer, and actually, oh God, what's the word? Gosh, is it exercise physiologist? Anyway, so educated, so degree, and has done work in that. So he does qigong, all sorts of stuff, and he's starting. I don't even know if the classes are closed yet. It might not be, but on the 18th of this month, there's going to be a numerology class, and it's going to be a few weeks of it. So go check it out because guys, if you follow me, I'm not the best promoter. Like I'm still needing to promote myself and my services. So I have to get better at that. Like my bad, God. But you saw those triple 29s just doing way too much right there. You check that out. So spirit is speaking. And yeah, if I'm in the class, then it's for real. I'm in that class. So you'll see me in that class if you join. God bless. All right, so let's move on. Next thing, for the month of August 2024, we've got two more themes to cover. One is transmuting the pain from wounds to well wishes. That's exactly what it is. Hey, you're feeling a certain type of way. What can you do to transmute that pain? When we talk about transmuting pain, we're talking about taking something the way that is presented to us, because it's all about perception. We're perceiving something in a way that is painful for us, because we've got wounds. And what we do is when we work through that, we're able to release those wounds. And when you're releasing it, why not get into the practice of creating a counterpart, right? So for example, if you are like, oh, I want what they have, whatever it is, what do people want? They just got a new car. I want a new car. They just got a new, looking around here, apartment. I don't know. I want what they, no, instead, I want them to enjoy it. I want them to walk in whatever the car. I want them to on a rainy day get into that car and drive and enjoy the light coming through. Where's the light coming from the overhead? And you get it. To enjoy the rain, the sound of it. I want them to enjoy the safety of it, the car seat in the back, and speak that kind of faith. Because listen, you're going to have a now moment and a now moment and a now moment. Let's say that you've got 5 now moments that just passed. Now, right? If you spent those 5 now moments focusing on you and what you don't have, you have just used 5 of your now moments to manifest lack for yourself, because the now moment in the non-physical is going to manifest for you in the physical. That's how things work. Non-physical first, then physical. You are the one who is setting the stage, right? But think about the blessing that can be if you affirm that you are never in lack, that source has you, right? When you are focused on believing and affirming that you have that you do not have lack, that you are in abundance, and that because of who you are and what you are, the child of God, hand created, right? What did I say? Often imitated, never duplicated, right? Am I aging myself out? What's going on, right? If you believe that, then you cannot wish that you can't have want for anything else, right? So this is about cleaning up your vibration, remembering who you are, remembering because of who you are automatically entitled to divine providence. And just like the universal energy flow, it is always flowing through you. You are never out of abundance unless you put something in the way of the flow. What is this something? It is 100% a belief. Okay, that is what we are clearing in the energy field when your energy workers go in, and that's what we do. And your intuitive counselors come in and they change your mindset about things. All we're doing is creating conditions for your mind to believe reality of your abundance and and of your lovability. And when you start to believe it, guess what starts to happen? The energetic structures in your field start to go away. So we can clear these structures, but it is up to you to cultivate the pattern of belief. And what is the pattern of belief? The pattern of self concept that is in alignment with source. And the Christ consciousness, which we know we talked about in part 1, is just the term that we use to refer to your authentic self, as you were created by whom? The Most High, right? And so while we're down here and we're mucking around with other people's definitions of us, oh, we're black, oh, we're old, oh, we're gay, oh, we're a loser, oh, we're a drunkard, oh, we're not educated, well, whatever is in your world does not necessarily translate to another person's world. That's why you see people being so up in arms about certain issues, and other people, they're just gathering daisies. They don't have the same energetic tie to all these issues. But at the end of the day, these issues mean nothing because they have nothing to do with who you are, with a capital A. Imagine if what you believe to be true about yourself, whether it's true or not, what you believe as a creator being that was made by source to make and have fun with your energy. And now you're down here on the ultimate manifesting planet where your beliefs literally become things. You can marry your beliefs, you can bury them, you can buy them, you can write. You're down here with that magic crayon. And if you can believe that whatever you believe to be true about yourself will come to pass, can you see how that can be uplifting if you do it the right way? And can you see how it can just be a nightmare on Elm Street if you do it in a way that is out of alignment with the truth? The truth is you're lovable. Boom. Now, human beings, including myself, we believe in letter Z, but we understand that letter Z is built upon A, B, C, D, E, F, G, L, B, U, R, S, U, X, Y, Z, right? And when we say only love is real, that's Z, only love is real. We don't understand what that means. When spirit tells us only love is real, they understand that we don't understand. We cannot understand. We think we know what love is. We're not, love isn't even a letter. It's something else completely, but we can't see it because we have unreal beliefs of letter A, and B was based on A, and C was based on B, and A, and D was A. You just see how it goes. And by the time we're up here with letter Z and we hear love is real, only love is real, what? Let's go to war and fight each other. Like, it's insanity. And so when we go back to relearning and healing the perceptions, this is about dismantling. This is why it's called deprogramming. Dismantling these beliefs and beliefs and beliefs and beliefs and beliefs upon beliefs and upon beliefs from not only this lifetime, but multiple lifetimes. It's not about bringing in something, it's about moving all these out the way so that you can get back to reality. So, anyway, not to go off on that, but that's where we are. And so, when we talk about healing your perceptions, it's talking about identifying what you're feeling, the emotional wound, right? This is how we transmute. You identify, ouch, I that hurt, and you own it. Ow, that hurt. Where did it come from? Over there, okay, but yeah, thank you. Let me go in, right, and see why that hurt. Because you could just get hit by something and you can get up and go play like the kids do. Or you can get hit by something just like other kids do and get up and look around and start feeling a certain type of way. You can get up and, after getting hit, just like other kids do. We've seen it on the playground. You can get angry and punch somebody. So you see, you have control over your response. So the fact that you're having a certain response, you got to look at it. And so that's what one of the things you can do for this month: transmute your pain from wounds to well wishes. You identify the emotional wound, what's going on here. Then when you find it, own it, right? Own it. Yeah, all right. Accept that it is not who you are with a capital A, but just who you've been being on account of your false self concepts that you just happen to rediscover along the way, thanks to that stimulus, that person, that place, that situation, that idea, that opportunity, right? Thanks to this outside thing, boom, I have come back into awareness of that thing that I was denying all along. And now I look at it and I realize, oh, I thought this was me. This isn't me. This hurts. This isn't me. So let me go ahead and just, with that salt, throw it. And let me get back to aligning with source. That's it. All right. So invite the Holy Spirit for divine instruction. Remember to show us the best way. And this is not religious. Then allow the Holy Spirit to redefine the issue so you can see it for what it is. This is why you have to have your higher self come in. And then you can get to a place of self-forgiveness where you realize, oh, that's not who I am. That was just who I was being because I was paying attention to false beliefs and entertaining them all these lifetimes, right? All this life or all these lifetimes. And finally, once you're able to release that, then you free yourself up to make well wishes for others because you're no longer catching yourself up in whatever it is that's going on around you and making it about you. It's not about you, right? So this is a month that's going to be coming at us apparently. Guys, how much time do I have left? 17 minutes left. Like, wow, this is a big month. I'm trying to get through all this. And the last thing, very quickly, maybe it's good timing, I don't know, is yeah, it's okay because I'm gonna do the weekly right after this, and you'll get that on Monday. So it's weekly theme, and then we'll start up with the astro reels. Those are like mini collective readings. That's why they're spaced out. Just a few days ago, my guides were like, you just caught up to Scorpio. So that's why I haven't posted Sag yet, but Sag is next. So it takes a while for these energies to go. So anyway, the last thing is ancestral messages. So I don't usually do ancestral messages on my channel and whatnot, but this time they did want to come through. So some ancestral messages of hope for some of us, or all of us, I don't know, is to regroup and take heart. So this is a regroup month, rejuvenation month, recollection of life force energy month, redefine energies and definitions month, redefine self-concept, right? Focus on affirmation, confirmation, and nothing less than that, right? This is that kind of month because you just got off the roller coaster, you're spinning. Take a seat, right? Wow, what was that? That's what that is. That's what that was. And this is what this month is. So they're saying regroup and take heart. And whatever it is you think you did over the past few months, you didn't do it, right? But all that you have done, because remember, in from their perspective, right, there's a lot more innocence than we think. So that's going to be dependent upon you individually, right? But all that you have done was not for naught, right? So you didn't do things in vain. So look to yourself for discernment there. So there will be a time when you will look back with pride, they're saying, at what you have come through, and all of your blessings will be made clear. There are a lot of blessings around you right now that you cannot even see. You just can't see because, of course, we're going through some things. Not even things, just things, okay? And not even wings and things, it's just things. I mean, God. And so they said, you will be able to see all of them from your learned perspective later. Okay, they are saying the genetic makeup is fine. Some of you will know what that means if that message is for you. The genetic makeup is fine, so don't worry. And they're saying now just be free. I just saw a butterfly. Just be free. Earth is just one big old achievement test for the worthiness and freedom of heart. Okay, so the end of the day, what are we here to learn? Self-acceptance. Boom. No matter what comes in, self-acceptance. If you're not in self-acceptance, you're in self-denial, you're in self-doubt. Self-acceptance is I am. Self-denial / self-doubt is I am not. Okay. If someone tries to come at you with the I am not, you reaffirm what you are and you let the rest go. Easier said than done. And lastly, they're saying, find your glory within. Oh, there's one more. Be not afraid of failure and give yourself space to breathe. There's no need to rush to be in relationships. Oh, that was for me. I'm sure it's for some of you too, so whatever. Walk a lot of you guys instead of taking the car, for example. So when they talk about giving yourself space to breathe, give yourself space to expand, right? To do something new, try something new. Don't be in a rush to be in any one place at any given time or to express in a routine kind of way. Like mix it up. You're here, mix it up. Oh, I just felt somebody out there. Somebody out here was just thinking, oh, I've been wanting to do certain things. I just felt you like, you may have even felt it in the heart space, like, oh, like I can do this, right? Yes, you can. I got the name Chris with that. I don't know if that's a male, female, gender non-conforming, but just that name's coming through. God bless. So try something new that need not even be a big change. It could be small things. And they said show you the finger trajectory, and we've done it on this channel before. If you're like, my fingers don't naturally like line up, okay, but if they're straight and straight, they're gonna go like this. But if it's even a little bit, they may be still close, a little bit curved, they may still be close, but as they go, look, it's the trajectories widen, right? And so what we're seeing here, they're saying is this little, the smallest of changes can make a big difference. All right. So anyway, let's look at the time. 13 minutes. God is good. It's about the time that I usually do my regular 15-minute sessions anyway. So what we'll do is we'll end with an energy clearing session, God bless, and then just catch up on the week, on the next few readings for the cards, all right? Oh, wow, I already started, but my physical hasn't started. I'm gonna blow, blow, blow. Thank you so much, dear God. Thank you so much. Okay. I just felt some of you throw money at me. Thank you so much. And I deflected it, but I'm learning to give. And remember, giving is also receiving. So thank you so much. But also when you give, you receive as well. So thank you in God's name. Number 4 is coming up for a certain reason. We're going around in the um, next direction now. So we're just, while the guides are continuing to do that, some of you, I'm going to go and I'm going to work on your bottom half. Some of you are going to have work done on the top half in the meantime. And some of you who have that top half going on, you may feel a little lightheaded. Don't worry, it's just us and we love you and you're fine. It's that this too shall pass. I just heard it like squeeze out there. So while I'm working on your bottom of your energy field now. I'm just gonna earth some of those things. We're gonna earth some of you and also earth some of the things that you have been going through. Remember, the earth is very healing and transmutative. Thank you so much. Call in Archangel Michael to help clear the space. Yeah, didn't they talk about space clearing as well? So we're going to be clearing, well, they're going to be clearing your space as well. My space, your space, everybody's space. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. What we just cleared are some, they're saying unidentifiable items. Yeah, so we're just gonna let those go. These lots and lots of thoughts. Think of it like refuse, like when you're chiseling like the little shavings. Thank you. Okay. clearing all the way down to your fingertips. Lots of threads coming off, right? So you've been, what are these threads? Cords. But it's interesting because some of these cords are coming from you right into you. Confirmation bias, number one, but also has to do with you really just having that confirmation bias. Thank you. But I was gonna say, oh yes, got it. They're like, we talking, you hearing? I'm hearing. um, so many conversations going on. But I was gonna say, a lot of you just punching air. You think you're having a conversation with others out there, but it's really just with yourself, right? So this is what we said, don't rush to judge. Um, okay. And they're saying, and now the nights will be a lot quieter. So some of you are still having a lot of ringing thoughts, words in your ears and your I'm saying ears, but it's actually in your energy field, just hanging around. So it's so cute. I'm just seeing a little straw coming in, just sucking that out gently. And all we're doing is clearing. They're saying clearing. Woo! Some of you may have felt something in the back. Some of you have wings. But whether or not you have wings, are just feeling like, you know how you have a piece of furniture, and maybe you buy a new piece of, oh, how sweet. Let's say you buy a new piece of furniture, like a piece of art, and then you get home and you unwrap take it out the box, and then you see like the sensitive parts have been like wrapped up in plastic and bubble wrap and stuff, and then we're just taking that off, and that's what they're doing. They're taking off from your wings these like wrappings and whatnot. And so if you want to do this, and whether you believe yourself to have wings or not, obviously it's not your physical being, but it may be another dimension of yourself, right? And they're saying it's a gift. Yes, when you can get use of your wings. If you want to try it out a little bit, just imagine your shoulder blades back there. Imagine feeling something moving back there, and imagine imagination is just you moving energy, by the way, so let's just go with that. But just imagine you moving your wings for yourself. Like, what would you do if you just got it out of packaging? You like whoosh, go ahead. What I like to do with my wings is I like to, especially when I feel like I need extra cocooning or self-protection and protection for myself, right? Self-protection, God, or healing or whatever. I see my wings are large in my mind. Yeah, I see them wrap around me like twice, and then I'm just in this cute little cocoon, and sometimes I go right to bed like that, right? So there are ways that you can use your things, your aspects, your faculties, your abilities, or your whatever it is that your features. The features is the word. They're showing me shoes, and they're showing me taking off shoes. So some of you, let's see what that means. It's taking it off, and it's almost like taking off these shoes, and it just feels so good. I'm trying to explain it for you. It just feels so good walking in these shoes for so long. And it's not even like it hurts like at the toes or the bunions or whatever. Or it's just like it's just so tight on you. And yeah, so they're taking off shoes. And as I said that, as the shoes came off, I just literally perceived of I don't know who or some of you, or maybe this is the image for us universally, but just like everything just coming up, just like dark, like coming up and out, right? So in a sense, this is about, yeah, thank you. They're like, we're gonna clear this. Thank you, that'd be great. Uh, Sometimes this is about wearing or donning personas that they just aren't you. They're just not you. And I'm seeing a lot of toxicity in in the waist too, in the gut system. So maybe some of you may need to do a detox. Some of you, I just heard, I'm doing a cleanse. Yeah, so somebody here is doing a cleanse, right? But I'm definitely getting, and I'm getting this. It doesn't even, thank you, God. Look at God in the details. It doesn't even have to be some big thing. Like I'm getting 3 days is enough. And if you're like me and you know we got things to do, and I start glazing over when you say 3 weeks, I'm like, oh, it's just 3 days where you're cleansing, going easy on this on your GI tract. Just go easy on the food. So whether that means to do your little fasting, if that's what you like, or if it means to eat less, like more brothy things than something heavy. Whatever it is for you. A part of me is like, should I do a broth? I literally just made 2 juicy lamb burgers for myself. Yes, I said 2. And the cheese had dill in it. Oh, so good. But anyway, and I'm like, wait a minute, do I need to do broth? But either way, Also, if you haven't had a chance to look into your human design and you're interested in that, and they also have information about dietary needs for you based on how your auric field processes energy. So for some of you, you may do best with foods that are local, that are you can eat at any time of the day, right? So it just depends on who you are. And processed foods would just be not good for you, for example. And then maybe some of you are moving along with like acupuncture, and maybe you've gotten a diet, because that's another way you can look into how to eat for your field. And maybe the rest of you have your own plans, and maybe spirit has already given you specifically. I just saw almonds. So interestingly, if you're getting almonds, so or some almond is related to you, so cute. Almonds is so cute. Okay, anyway, they are like almond doctors. Anyway, whatever. There I saw almond nails too. Like, what is going on? But either way, they said if you've been getting something about almonds, or there's a connection, and you've definitely been getting information about your diet already, or you will. But I feel like you already have, all right. And then another thing I'm getting right now is a car image for somebody. I'm not sure why that's coming up. Yeah, okay. It's almost like seeing a car and hearing get an extra car seat. So maybe in the back, like baby stuff. I don't know. But get an extra car seat back left. Maybe that's important. Back left. Okay. That's my favorite part of the car, by the way. But anyway, just letting you guys know. All right, so what else? Because we've got under 4 minutes left. Is there anything else? I'm checking into into the collective's I want to say electrical field, but I also want to acknowledge electrolytes. So just electrolytes is good for some people if you need that extra help with your hydration, and just working with the chemicals of your body, the electrical impulses of your body. You know, like those ions and things like that. But let me, we're just pulling in some energy here. Oh, that's sweet. It's like I see us in a rain, like all of us in the collective, in a rain, but not of water, of electricity, but soft electricity, right? Remember how we did, I think it was last month in July, it might have been July or June, we all held hands as a collective, and then electricity came through from the heart space and went around all of us. Well, right now I'm seeing us all individually standing independently and just reaching up, and just, not my nose is starting to itch whenever that is. I'm definitely the energy's heavy. Just seeing, like electricity, soft electricity raining down on us, like that gentle, like electricity that's like, you know, that globe that shows like electricity inside of it. It's like that all over you, but it's like raining down. And what's raining down along that is money. Okay. So thank you so much. They're saying that this is your abundance. Okay. God is good. This is your abundance, and you all get abundance. You keep your abundance. And remember that in a world where we remember who we are, we remember that divine providence is real, and we remember that we are always abundant. And so when you remember that you're always abundant and everybody's always abundant, everybody eats. That means there's no need to take, there's no need to ask for or want, there's no lack, there's no idea of giving being to gain, and giving being to lose, and taking being to gain, because giving and receiving is meaningless. We know it's the same thing when we're dealing with energy. When energy comes through us, when we're unblocked, it comes through us and it reflects outward. That is automatically giving, and then taking, and then giving. It's the same thing. And if other people are just us in other form, then where's the separation? Okay. So anyway, God is good. I'm going to go ahead and end this here so that it can, you see now? Oh no, I think I have another 10 minutes. See, I put in that guard for me. So yeah, let's pull some cards. Sorry, just get excited. I want to do it all. Okay. It's not enough time. I mean, there's always time. Watch your words. God is good. I'm trying. I'm working. Let's see off the field. Yes, that's a good idea. What? I just saw, like, if we had bunny tails, and then like when I said seal off the field, it was like, and a bunny tail came off. What? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. because I love bunnies. But listen, that's not a negative thing, okay? Because just I said that, that's not a negative thing. And I just got a pain in my neck as I said that. It's not a negative thing because bunny medicine, cute little buns, oh, they remind us to manage our fears, okay? And when no bunnies were hurt during this reading, so don't worry. So when I saw that bunny tail pop off, so ridiculous. The energy, the message coming through is that what it is, you're just getting rid of the fearful patterning. So we're releasing the fear, right? And the bunny's okay because that fear wasn't even him to begin with. He's already like, let's throw some cards, and I'm like, coming, right? So the reason why I got the pain in my neck all of a sudden is because a lot of us are addicted to yeah, adrenaline, the stress hormones also that come with being in this perpetual state of fear. As I said that, my ears are like, and I felt like energy start to drain here. Now my lower back can relax because it's the adrenaline and the fear that keeps us up all night, keeps us propped up, right? So yeah, so be mindful, right? And another thing, yeah, I'm always like, I'm such a little bunny, but sometimes like where and such an overachiever. I want everything to be perfect. I want to be perfect, Libra, Stellium, right? And I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want to be hurt, and just all of the joy and stability and all of this. And so it's almost like when I'm learning my lessons and learning about myself, I'm thinking like, oh my God, is that me? I'm so sorry. And then I start saying sorry to everyone in the world that I've ever met on any planet and climate. So, this is all fear and just wanting to not be stressed and stress other people. So watch those kinds of things because we get addicted, okay? To not because we want to, it's like doom scrolling. Some of you doom scroll with the news, right? So anyway, let's just hurry up because I think I may have time left. Dear God, I'm so sorry, guys, if this goes over an hour, but if you can't make your way over to YouTube, I don't know what to tell you. All right, oh, share the love. Yeah, open up. Yeah, right. um, Card underlying the deck, listen, right? But interestingly, look at this. What I'm seeing here is, and we see two, so this is about connecting. So you're going to be moving in tandem with somebody. Somebody's going to show up right before you. You're like, whoa. And it might scare you because look at these look at these lines out here. It looks like this person's listening or it's telling you to listen. No, those are energies behind you. You're not in that anymore. So a lot of you have stopped. Did I see that? I saw the move card earlier. A lot of you have moved already, if not it's look, I almost said energetically and I almost said spiritually. I meant to say if not physically moved house or location or job or whatever, you've moved energetically, you've shifted. And so once you shift, the teacher appears, whoever, whatever it is, and share the love and open up. Sorry, I don't know how you guys are seeing this. This should be first share. No, excuse me. Open. Sharing the love should be. This is what they're saying. They're saying here, open up, right? So we talked about this receptivity. I don't know if we talked about it in the last video or did I dream it? But anyway, learning to be receptive to love. It was in part 1. So this, because look what happens. This is the last card that came out. Once that energy comes in, look what happens. Darkest fears, right? So August 2024. And look for additional messages in the weekly reading and the astral reels that are going to be coming out this week. August 2024, trust. And I say that with a heavy heart. That's what this is. That's the title. Heavy heart is hard to trust, especially other human beings. We all out here trusting animals unless they're rabidly salivating and running at you with big speeds. But anyway, that could be a nod to taking things gently, right? Moving gently, receiving gently. But this is a month to trust, trust, trust. If everything is for your highest good and something's coming towards you, ooh, just felt that. Ooh, chances are it's to be received with an open heart. But use your discernment, give it up to God first, and give yourself the time you need. If you know you need 3 days, 5 days, 6 days to think about it, to assess in alignment with your higher self, ask for it, and that's all there is to it, okay? All right. If you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. I love our intuitive sessions, intuitive counseling sessions. A lot of people, I'm surprised. I almost took this off my chat, my page, but a lot of people seem to like the recorded healing sessions too. So there's that. And of course, we do offer the intuitive card reading sessions for which are an hour at a piece. So anyway, God bless you. Oh, and I have the handwritten sessions, the handwritten, which is me sitting down for an hour sometimes. But anyway, but that's the cheapest option that I have on my page. And just remember, you are amazing. You're lovable. God loves you. I love you. You love you. You just forgot. And okay, best of luck this August.